Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host of the Grilling to Get Away podcast. Welcome back. We're glad you're here. This week's episode, Ben and I are talking about smoked hams. This is personally one of my favorite meals to cook on the smoker or the grill is ham. And we're coming up on Easter here, which is a big time for ham. And I think you'll like this episode. It's super simple to do if you've never done it before. Highly encourage you to try it out and let us know how it goes. Also, for those of you that are in the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, Ben and I will actually be out at an in-person event coming up. So today is April 7th, 2022. We'll be out at the Barbecue Supply Company in Greendale, doing kind of some sampling, a meet and greet, helping them celebrate their 1-year anniversary of being in business. And Mike over there at the Barbecue Supply Company has been a great supporter of us. They carry some of our products at their store. And we're just happy to be out there to celebrate with them. We'll be doing a friendly competition as well with some other barbecue teams in the area for some sampling, and then the community can come out and vote for which sample they enjoyed the best. So if you're out and about this weekend, April 9th, come see us at the Barbecue Supply Company in Greendale. For those of you listening that might not be in the area, we hope that you're getting out and enjoying some barbecue as well. But here you go. Here's the next episode of Grilling to Get Away podcast, Smoked Ham. Oftentimes, life is demanding, stressful, and just won't stop. When needing to take a break, we like to light up the charcoal and crack open a cold one. The Grilling to Get Away podcast is an ongoing conversation about all things barbecue and grilling, from our backyard to yours. So if you sometimes don't know what the heck you're doing, if you like to learn, and if you don't take yourself too seriously, you're in the right spot. Hey, what is going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast, and I'm here with my buddy.
Ben, we're back again.
Back again. What is going on, man? It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. What's it been since
yesterday?
Yeah. That's good. It's good. It's always good to see you multiple times in a week.
Yeah, I saw you at the our kids go to the same school district. So I saw you over there because both our kids had some art in the art show.
Yeah, very talented. Who would have thought?
Right. They don't get it from me.
It's not from me either. Okay. So kind of questioning things right now.
Well, that's good. Oh, yeah?
No.
Is that a conversation for a different time?
Kid looks like the mailman. I don't know. Okay. I don't get it. Fine.
No,
very proud of him. Congratulations to your son. That's a big deal. It was. I'll be honest. I've never had any artwork whatsoever in my entire life in an art show. So
I think I had one or two things, but
now you're better than me, aren't you?
Just wanted to throw that in there.
Thank you.
A little jab. Yeah, so we know what the brains of the operation is and the artist.
Yep, that's why we leave it in your hands. Yeah. Perfect. Just
the
comedic relief in the muscle. Huh?
Yep, and the good looks.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah.
So this week, this episode, we were coming up on Easter, and for us, for me personally and my family, traditionally we like to do a smoked Easter ham. I'm not sure about you.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Every year.
Every year?
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's kind of a staple, right? Like, Easter's coming, just like, St. Patrick's Day and the corned beef. No, Easter's coming. We gotta grab the ham.
So we're going to be talking ham today. And so hopefully I'll give you some ideas or some tips if you're thinking about smoking ham, maybe for the first time. Super simple, super easy. But before we jump into that, what are we drinking tonight, Ben?
We got a Terrapin IPA.
Okay.
Hopsecutioner.
Hopsecutioner. I like that.
Yeah, you're lucky though. When I was at the gas station by your house, they didn't carry hams. I was gonna get you a hams.
Yeah,
I thought it would have been great for the conversation, but unfortunately,
would have been.
They didn't carry it, so they let me down today. So I got you the IPA instead, I guess. So.
Well, I appreciate that. I would have appreciated even more if you would have made the effort to actually get the hams, but
just another letdown. So get used to it, buddy. a lot of years to come of disappointment.
Yeah,
so.
well, I've already known you for about 10, so
well,
I guess I should be used to it. No, but thanks. I again, like I like the artwork on these beer cans. So this Terrapin from Athens, Georgia. Again, we're not affiliated in any way. they got, what is
But
this?
if you do know somebody,
Yeah, if you know somebody,
you're always willing to talk.
It's like a turtle monk. Like it's like a turtle.
He's an executioner. That's why it's hopsecutioner. Do you get to play on words now?
Oh, a hop.
Executioner, hopsecutioner.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Either way, cool artwork. Appreciate it. Thanks for picking it up, man. And let's crack it open. Yeah, that's IPA. Very good. Very good.
Taste the hops, Greg.
Yeah, you can. Yep. Well, good, man. I appreciate you picking that up. And before we jump into the hams, what did you cook last week?
Man, it was a leg day, Greg. It was,
so you got to the gym, you did some legs, and then you...
It was more my kind of leg day. I did some chicken legs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the drumsticks.
Drumsticks.
Yeah, it was good. I also did some brats, but nothing really too crazy there. Got them from the Butcher Block.
Okay.
The jalapeno cheddar.
Ooh.
They're awesome. Highly recommend those if you...
jalapeno cheddar.
Oh, yeah. It's one of my favorites.
Now, do you like cheese in your brats and your hot dogs and stuff?
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
I don't shy away from it.
All right.
But yeah, there's times where I like my traditional plain brats, but they called to me, so so I went with those ones. But yeah, the legs, man. I'll be honest, I did a little something different this time, like kind of per request from my wife. She asked if I would cut the skin off.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we tried it. I've never done that before. Never really thought about doing it. And honestly, it was awesome. It was a good cook. Cooked them indirect heat for a solid I checked them about every 45 minutes. So I had them on there for about an hour and a half, and then moved them kind of directly over the coals. Took them off, and then I sauced them.
Okay.
So and then
did you save the skins at all?
Nope. Tossed them.
Tossed them?
Yep.
Okay. Give them to the dogs?
Yeah, probably could have cooked them up a little for the dogs, but no. It was a good cook. It was great.
Well, good.
Yeah, it was fun. A little bit different. When I sauced them, put them in the tin pan, put it back on for a little bit, let it crisp up, and sit on there and cook a little bit longer. So
cool, man.
Yeah, it was a good cook. It was good. What about you? What'd you break out?
Yeah, so I think last time I talked about doing some smoked meatballs for our spaghetti dinner that the family was having. So yeah, I just got some ground beef, some diced up onions, some breadcrumbs, some of our seasoning, pop smoke. Got it together with some, rolled it up in some little maybe a quarter cup balls. So they're pretty decent size.
Yeah. Did you put an egg in there so it stayed together a little bit? Or?
No, not this time.
Okay.
Nope. Just that was kind of it, man.
Nice.
And then put them on the Weber, did some indirect grilling, so smoked them a little bit with some cherry wood.
There you go.
And it's an easy process too, so it doesn't take too long.
Yeah.
On there. And
how long did you cook them?
Honestly, it was like 30, 45 minutes, baby. Yeah. So you got a nice color to it, and then also a nice smoky flavor. But again, it wasn't overpowering because of that cherry flavor. It wasn't too bad. But then you just brought them in, let them cool down, and then you can either eat them, or you can throw them, sauce them up, and put them in your spaghetti, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And if you don't like spaghetti, man, you can just put them on like a bun and a meatball sub.
Meatball sub.
Yeah. But no, they were good. They didn't last. I mean, they were gone.
Nice.
No leftovers.
Fan favorite, huh?
Yeah. I told you with the three boys, man, we're gonna start having to do more than 1 pound of ground beef. We're gonna have to bump it up to 2.
I have to get another cow soon, Greg. So did you put them in a tin pan? Did you put them in cast iron? What'd you do?
No, so I have I had a wire rack that I put them on. So I love that wire rack. It makes things so easy in the oven, and then also I can use that in the grill too.
Nice.
So yeah, I just put them on there, and then I put the wire rack right on top of the grill grates, and everything worked out good.
Nice, another versatile tool for the
cooking. Yeah. Especially if you're looking to keep things crisp, and if you can't get outside to the grill and you're looking, to do something in the oven, you put it on those wire racks. It allows the air to flow underneath there, crisps up the bottom side, so you don't get a soggy bottom.
Nice.
I don't like soggy bottom anything. So it's a good tool, and I can use it on the grill too.
Nice. It's a win-win for everybody.
It's a win-win-win. That's what we call a win-win-win bet.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a good time, man. Good. That's have you done that before?
The meatballs, yeah, one other time.
Okay.
Yeah, yep. But they usually, again, super simple, but and maybe I'll throw that recipe out there sometime. But super simple to do, real easy, and then it's adds a nice little layer of flavor to the meatballs. So when you put them in the spaghetti sauce and stuff, it tastes pretty good.
Nice. Sounds like a good cook.
Yeah, I mean, I was pleased with it. I'd do it again.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Well, there it is. You heard it from Greg.
Yep.
Do it again.
Do it again. All right, man. Well, let's hop into ham. Get that
Hopsecutioner.
Yeah. Coming up on Easter too, the bunny.
Yep.
Oh,
look at you. Yeah. Wow.
Well, so yeah, man. So let's talk about ham.
Yeah.
How many? When was the last time you did a ham on the grill?
Let's see. We did. Usually, I'll do one around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But we decided to go turkey this year. So honestly, it's probably been. I did like kind of the picnic roast, but a little bit of a different style. It's not your spiral ham. Man, it might have been since last Easter. We usually do one kind of during the summer at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, I can honestly say it was definitely last Easter. My son loves ham, so I don't really think I'd go that long without doing one. But it's definitely been a while. It's been before Thanksgiving, I would say.
Okay, yeah. For me, I think it was right around Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I did turkey and ham because some of my family doesn't like turkey, so did the ham too. So let's back up here. So I think for this episode, we're going to try and keep it real simple. So we'll talk about like pre-cooked ham. So
okay, spiral typically,
spiral or maybe bone in. Usually they're pre-cooked already, so you
basically just kind of heating it up.
Yeah, so you're going down the grocery store. I'm looking for a good sale, and if I see them on sale, I'll pick up a couple. But usually they're pre-cooked already. They're in the bag. They're usually in the refrigeration department, or I guess you could go to like the butcher shop and ask for that kind of stuff too, a little bit more fresh. But let's just assume that it's already been cured and maybe cooked already. And really, what we're doing is just adding a little bit of flavor to it and heating it back up to serve. Does that sound fair?
Yeah. Seems simple enough, right? When you put it that way.
Yeah, I guess. So I guess it's just glorified heating it back up.
Still a good cook, man.
It is.
I always enjoy a good ham, especially when they turn out well. For me personally, I'm typically for Easter stuff like that. I'm going with the spiral.
Okay.
The spiral cut. That's kind of my go-to for it. Mm-hmm. Like you said, I've done kind of the bigger cuts with that aren't spiral.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For ham, for Easter, it's always just kind of a little bit easier and stuff. Mm-hmm. A few more options afterwards. It's already cut. You can just kind of cut it off the bone. I guess what do you go with? Kind of typically the same thing, or are you a little bit different?
Yeah, I'm a little bit different. I typically don't get the spiral. Okay. I usually just get kind of the big round. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's bone in. Again, it depends what's available.
What's on sale?
Yeah, what's on sale and what's available. But I'll say the one I did over Thanksgiving was bone in.
Okay,
so it was a bone in ham, already pre-cooked. So, but it was about 8 to 10 pounds, I think.
Sure.
Is that typically what you're getting to?
Like, yeah,
somewhere around that.
Yeah,
size?
Right around that size. I mean, I don't want to go too big because I don't. I love ham. But then it's just like after a while, I'm kind of hammed out.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Do you freeze it at all when you're done?
No, man. Just kind of plow through.
Okay.
Just keep picking at it. But a lot of times too, we'll do like a split pea soup with it, or kind of like a bean and ham soup, stuff like that. So
yeah,
it just depends. But yeah, typically we're doing something like that afterwards. But kind of before we get into leftovers, so I think we'll probably talk about food prep or leftovers, or not food prep, but meal prep and leftovers in a different episode eventually. So,
sure.
All right, let's take it back, Greg.
Okay.
How do you set your ham up? So it's already unthawed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing a brine? Are you letting it soak in anything? Are you straight kind of throwing rubs on it? What's your go-to?
Yeah, so how I prep my ham before I throw it in the smoker, I might trim it up a little bit if it has a little bit of extra fat. Sometimes you can get some with some of the skin on it still.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll trim it up a little bit from there. But other than that, the big things that I'm doing is I like a little bit of fat cap on top of it.
Yep.
So then I'll maybe I'll cut some cross hatches in there.
There you go.
To allow, some of the juices to go back inside there, but allowing
How deep are you cutting? Half inch?
Yeah, about a half inch.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too much. Not too
Yeah.
much. Just letting the blade do a lot of the work.
Sure.
Put a little pressure on it. So probably about a half inch. But then from there, it all kind of depends on what I'm feeling like. Maybe I'll put down like a mustard coating on it.
Okay.
If not, I'm still putting down like some brown sugar. I'll put some brown sugar down all over it on all sides. I usually have it kind of in a pan, so it can get a little messy with the brown sugar. And then I'll use some of our rubs. So, when I do my pork and ham, I love our Fire for Effect Sweet Heat. So I like to balance it out. I'll put it like a coat of brown sugar down, and then I'll put the sweet heat on top of it.
Okay.
And then that's as much prep as I'm usually doing. If I have time, I'll wrap it. I'll put some cellophane all around it.
Like the night before kind of thing?
Yeah. I'll let it, kind of all meld together and attach to the ham. And when I'm ready to put it on the smoker, it's pretty basic. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. What about you? How do you prep it?
Yeah, it depends. Like you said, I think that you can go as simple as, like we mentioned before, Fire for Effect is awesome with, pork. It's definitely my go-to. If I'm feeling like it, I don't want to put too much effort into it, I just hit it with that. And I'll just, with the ham, like I said, with the spiral one, I'll kind of open it up a bit, kind of let it thaw out, obviously, and really kind of work the rub into there. So it's, it's not just sitting out on the outside.
It's called a rub
Yep.
for a reason. You gotta
Work
rub it in. Yeah.
Rub it in. So,
otherwise too, I've done it where I've let it soak in a little bit of apple juice before.
Sure.
I have used, I've used kind of your mom's, that maple syrup.
Oh yeah.
And put a little bit of that on the outside. And then, did the rub on that. And that's been good too.
Yeah.
I really do like the mustard though. I'll be honest, like, kind of putting a little bit of mustard on there, coating it, and then, the rub really sticks well.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll do a combo of, just a touch of apple cider vinegar in there too. So it kind of breaks the meat down a little bit more. I'll be honest, Greg, once I did do pineapple juice.
Oh yeah.
And I did that one on the smoker. So the water smoker and stuff. And that was different. The pineapple juice it broke it down a little bit more, it seems, and in spots. And it might have been because I was doing it on the smoker too, but it just kind of had like a mushy feel.
Okay.
So
yeah,
a little bit different. It tasted good.
Yeah,
but
I've used. I guess I've done more of a traditional Midwest one where you put. Yeah, like the pineapple slices all around it, and you put some toothpicks in it, so it's kind of sticking all over the place, and then you put the maraschino cherries in it. So it's got a little bit of sweeter. So you got the brown sugar, you got the pineapple, you got the cherries. Yeah, no, I've done that before.
Yeah. This one was it was interesting to do it with. So I kind of let it soak in there for a bit,
and
it was just weird. Like I said, I would definitely try it again, but probably try it on the grill where it's temps are a little bit higher and see if that maybe plays a difference. But no, I love doing just a little bit of apple juice and stuff.
Yeah.
Spreading it out, getting Fire for Effect down in there. I think that's kind of keeping it simple at times sometimes that's more, right?
Yeah, so that's a good point. So you're prepped, you're ready to go. What temp are you getting your smoker or your grill up to?
Well, like we said, it's already cooked.
Right.
So
it depends on how much time you got.
Man, always. It's my it's my biggest enemy, Greg. But no, it a lot depends on too, like what else we're doing with it for the sides, when we're gonna eat. If I can, try and keep it around probably 250, 275. If I'm going hotter, I'd probably wouldn't go higher than like 325. I'd say, and with that too, you can go like 350 and probably get it done within like an hour if you have to.
Oh yeah.
Again, because it's already cooked, and basically at that point you're just kind of trying to heat it up a little bit more and just kind of kiss it with that smoke and
stuff. A little
flavor
to it.
Yeah. So I'd like to cook it a little bit longer though. Personally, I mean,
2.5 to 3 hours max, I think for me is kind of where I cut it off. That's kind of my go-to, and I'll spritz it throughout too. But
yeah, I'm again depending on how much time I have, but I like to go real lower, so like 225, 250.
Okay, you drop it way down, huh?
Yeah, I'm dropping it down. I like to get as much of that smoke flavor as I can in there, and then plus it just continues to kind of crisp up real nice, real slow. So I typically give myself 20 to 30 minutes per pound. So if I'm doing like a what is that, a 10 pound, you're maybe looking at 4 to 5 hours.
Sure.
But yeah, so are you putting anything under it? So are you leaving it in the pan, or are you putting it on the grates, or what are you doing there?
I've done both. I've done it where I put stuff underneath it. Yeah. I think I've mentioned that before, where I tried doing the like brown sugar and water and some applesauce and mustard underneath it.
Yeah.
Let it, almost kind of illuminate those flavors up in there and catch the drippings at the same time.
Yeah.
I've done it too where I've done it right in the pan.
Okay.
And popped a little bit of apple juice down in there, and then I'm kind of spritzing it throughout. But I've also done it where I don't have anything, or I might do like a water pan underneath.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of, I don't think that there's really a right or wrong way to do it. I'd say I like to wrap it too eventually. Just kind of keep it going. Depends on how juicy I want it, how tender it needs to be and stuff. But I personally like it. With the pan underneath it and right on the grates. So you're gonna get that, like you said, kind of that little bit of a char on the bottom and stuff. But still not, it's indirect, so you're not gonna burn it too bad if you keep your temps low. Yeah,
I'm kind of the same way. So I'll put a pan underneath the grates, so underneath the ham. But the ham sits on the grates, and then I'll pour some. I've actually used IPA before. So,
oh, really?
I'll use like a citrusy IPA
in the pan.
In the pan. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I've also used so our friends over at Jolly Good Soda,
Nice.
another Wisconsin company, sent us some awesome care packages over the winter, and I used one of their cherry cola sodas.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So again, staying with that cherry flavor, because the wood I'm using usually with my ham is probably the cherry wood.
Yeah, that's another good point. So you're going cherry. I typically go apple.
Okay.
But, sticking with the apple theme, if I'm using, apple juice and apple cider vinegar, I'm typically going to spritz it with that throughout the cooking stuff too. So I just kind of go with the apple wood chips.
So you typically spritz it then throughout?
Yeah, I will. Just kind of add to the flavor and stuff. Greg, I was reading a book the other day, and
there we go.
Well, it was a cookbook, right?
Okay.
So nothing too
a lot of
too
pictures.
complex. Yeah, thank God. No, but the guy, he talked about having your spritzer and stuff. So whatever you're doing, but then spritzing it on like your coals and the wood chips.
Really?
Yeah, to add to like the flavor and just with the smoke and stuff. Have you ever done that?
No,
yeah,
I haven't.
I can't say that I have either.
Wouldn't that like put the coals in?
Well, I mean, it's not like
I know you're not dousing it, but like,
it's just kind of spritzing it. I think
cooling it down. So I mean, it's gonna bring your temp down, isn't it?
You would think so, but that's kind of why like I said, I was reading about it. I was like, well, that's an interesting philosophy. I've never really seen it done like that or done it before, right. So. But figured I'd ask you.
No, that's the first time I've heard it.
Yeah,
and everybody's entitled to their own way, but I just don't see it. Like I don't think you get that much extra flavor by spraying the coals.
I think it was
after
more
they're already lit. You know what I mean? Like
I think it was not. He was using like an offset smoker.
Okay.
So I think he had more like the apple wood in there, and then would spritz that, so it just flavor would kind of flow into it.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting concept, but figured I'd bring it up and
well, maybe I'll give it a try and see what happens.
Don't put the fire out, Greg.
Yeah. Let us try that first, and we'll get back to it.
Yeah. I mean, if you have any insight on it, let us know.
Let us
Reach
know
out.
if you've done that before and you see a big difference in the taste. Well, yeah, I spritzed too throughout the ham, like that one I did over the winter, over Thanksgiving. I use a little bit more of that cherry cola, a little bit of water base, and then spritz it throughout. Anything else you're doing? I mean, I know we cover it. If the top's getting a little too dark for you, if you don't want it charred, and you still got some time to go, you can put some tin foil over it.
Yep.
You can also, like, if it's already pre-cooked, but you can still, almost dry it out if you go too long too.
Yeah,
so
you
maybe,
sure can. Been there.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
It's hard, Greg. No,
This is a safe space. Nobody's gonna know, but just you and me.
Sure. Yeah, I think at one point I had a temp just a little too high, ran it a little too long. It was one of those where I'm kind of watching it and stuff. I'm like, I should wrap it, and then didn't, and then wrapped it, and then
just too much.
Just a little bit. It was a little bit drier than what I would prefer.
Okay,
but it's still ate it.
I have no doubt you still ate it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was one time where I ran it a little hot. Tried to run a little bit longer than what it really needed to be and stuff. So I think that was probably the second ham that I'd ever done.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, are you looking for a certain temp? I know it's already cooked, but like when it's actually kind of at that point where you can pull it out.
I'm kind of going by feel.
All right.
Kind of looking at it with a fork and just pulling it apart, look on the inside. I'd probably try to get it to about like 170-ish.
Okay. Is that when you're slicing and serving it?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah. Kind of taking it off, letting it rest and stuff for a bit. And I'm pumped though because I got that cooler I was telling you about. So this year the meat cooler is going straight in there. So Greg, we kind of mentioned, do you make your own glaze and add a glaze to it? You mentioned kind of, are you wrapping it or are you just kind of letting it hang and sit on the grits?
Yeah, most times I'm letting it hang.
Okay.
And if it's getting too dark on top, I'll put the tinfoil on top.
Just on top. You don't wrap the whole thing?
No, because I'm usually using my Weber and I'm indirect on the other side of the grill. So maybe I'll put it at the front face too. But most times the bottom and the back is usually okay. Maybe I'll rotate it too. If the front side's getting too much smoke and I want to maybe rotate it a little bit, I'll do that. But yeah, typically I'm not really putting it in the pan or wrapping it full all the way because I've usually got that drip pan underneath and there's usually some moisture under there. And again, like I'm watching it pretty good. I love being outside and
getting away,
getting away, and you can usually tell, once you've done it for a while, you can kind of tell by feel, like you said, what's going on,
what it looks like. You can kind of tell a lot by the color and stuff.
Obviously, if you got time, and I'm doing it real low and slow, so I know it's going to be a while before I'm ready to pull it. But if you got, you're pressed for time and you're heating it up real fast, you might want to look at some of those other options of putting it in a tin and making sure it doesn't dry out on you.
No, that's good advice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Do you make your own glaze? Do you glaze it at all, or do you just kind of eat it from there?
Yeah, I'll spritz it. Glazing. I'm trying to think of the last time I glazed. If I do a glaze, it'll probably be a mixture of like our Wisconsin maple honey or syrup that we get from my family's land, and then I don't know, some other spices or something like that.
Okay.
But, it's going to be a light glaze. I'm not doing something like crazy. I usually try and let the smoke flavor carry the meat, so I'm not going to be doing too much in addition to the rubs I've already put on it.
Yeah,
and the spritz.
Sure. Yeah, if you go anything
what
like
about you?
Yeah, I have in the past. Sometimes I'll throw like honey on and just kind of let that sit for a bit, but you kind of have to be careful, obviously, because now you're throwing quite a bit of sugar on there and that can burn quickly. So
gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's right. Typically, if I'm going to put a glaze something on there, it's going to be like right at the end.
Okay. Do you sauce it too, like barbecue sometimes?
I don't. Not my ham. This is kind of one of the few times, I guess, where I don't really throw sauce on it. I don't know. To me, it just seems weird. Like, I don't want to sauce my ham. But what do you?
No, I don't. I was just curious.
No.
Because I don't. Some people could use sauce as a glaze for that if they're doing kind of a more of a heartier type of. We're doing more of like a fruitier, I think, like flavor. So maybe the saucing wouldn't be unless you got like a nice cherry glaze or something like that.
Yeah. Typically, like you said, I'll just stick to the rubs. And the nice thing too with like kind of that maple syrup and stuff, it's not quite as thick, right? So I don't have a problem really doing that like ahead of time to help the glaze or to help my rubs stick. To where it's not going to burn on me right away, right? To where if you're going honey, it's a lot thicker. And sometimes I would do in the past I've done kind of like a honey, a little mustard, and brown sugar.
Okay.
And then kind of use that as a glaze. I haven't in a long time just because I don't know, kind of strayed away from that. But I have done honey in the past and stuff. And like I said, you really gotta keep an eye on it because it can turn on you real fast.
Okay. Well, that's a good tip from Ben.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, we pulled it off. We let it rest for, maybe 20, 30 minutes,
Sure.
Cool down a little bit. Then I'll probably wrap it. Like if I'm,
Yep. Yeah. When you're putting it in the cooler and stuff.
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
I'm wrapping it, let it, rest a little bit, slicing it up and serving it. Anything additional that you use like to serve it? Anything you put on top of it?
No. At that point, no. I don't. I just want to eat it. Yeah. And I'll be honest, as I'm, you're cutting with the, the spiral ham, it's easy. You can just cut it, put it on the side and cut it, and then just kind of go right across the bone. Mm-hmm. And man, as I'm doing that, I'm usually stealing some pieces and stuff. So
yeah, so the non-spiral, but the bone in can take a little bit of time to carve it up. So just give yourself some time. You got to kind of work your way around a little bit, which is, if you're doing it for the first time, give yourself a little bit of time to get used to how that cut is. Because that bone, there's almost two pieces of meat there that you'll kind of cut across. So just make sure that give yourself a little bit of time, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I like my ham kind of chunky, so I'll cut up some big chunks.
Yep, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. Well, I think that covers it. If you're doing like a pre-cooked ham, a spiral ham, prep it. Get a nice base layer, maybe of mustard. You don't have to.
No.
Put your favorite rub. Maybe some brown sugar on there. Smoke it. 20 to 30 minutes per pound. We prefer kind of the apple and cherry wood, but you really could use any type of wood you want.
Hickory's good.
Hickory.
Yeah.
And then pull it off and serve. And again, it's a simple one. You can let it take all day, or you can heat it up quick, but add an extra flavor to it, as opposed to just stick it in the oven or a crock pot or something like that. But yeah, so awesome. Anything else that we missed for ham there?
No, I don't think so. I think pretty sure we covered it. Again, it's if you're doing the spiral, if you've done it, had it on there for a good 2-3 hours, it's should be close to falling apart. So as you are taking it off, have a pan like right there ready, so you're not losing pieces.
That's a good tip. You don't want to be dropping meat.
You don't want to drop meat, so have someone right there to help you, because when you're something sturdy to get underneath there and get it into a pan right away, so you're not losing stuff.
Well, awesome, man. Well, good. Yeah, we appreciate that insight there, man.
I'm happy to help. That's what I'm here for.
That's good. All right, what do you got cooking this week?
So kind of going off of what you just did with the meatballs, I was thinking about doing some tacos.
Okay.
So
I've got a funny story about tacos after you're done here.
Oh, all right. Yeah, just some ground beef tacos. Probably do them in a pan. Just kind of an idea that, I'll be honest, I've never done before.
Okay.
So let's hear this story. Now I'm excited. This is gonna be great.
Well, I mean, we I post quite a bit to our Instagram page, Burn Pit BBQ guys. And I posted some information about the tacos I did in the cast iron. And growing up here in Wisconsin, Midwesterners, tacos are usually ground beef, right? You would associate tacos with ground beef. And,
that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, and flour tortillas. I know.
That's what I got.
That's the Midwestern taco. Well, apparently some people don't think those are tacos. So we got lit up pretty good by a few people saying, hey, that you don't use ground beef for a taco. You don't use flour or tortillas for a taco. I just had to laugh because, everywhere you look, those are the ingredients you use for tacos. But I guess if you're looking at more of a traditional type of taco, you're using maybe a corn or
corn tortillas,
and maybe like carne asada, some other types of meats. But man,
pulled chicken,
for us in the Midwest, two white boys, we're cooking up ground beef and flour tortillas.
Yeah, I'm going. So I'll be honest, that's that's about probably exactly how I'm going to do my tacos.
I'm not going to change how I do my tacos.
Yeah, well,
but
we might catch a little heat here and there. Yeah. Again, we don't claim to be the experts with anything. It's more so about like, are my kids going to eat it?
Yeah, yeah.
And trying something new, right? And if it takes a little bit longer to cook it, I have a little bit more time to get away, to enjoy the grill, and the kids can be outside with me and stuff and help. Then, hey,
more
you know what, man? Yeah, it is what it is. Like we said, we're not here to judge. We're looking for any other things that anybody out there likes to cook. Any advice? Like, hey, you want to tell us how to cook tacos? Well, come on, reach out to us. Tell us. Jump on the show and teach us how to cook some authentic tacos, and we'll be there. So.
Yeah, no, I had to laugh. Like, okay, all right, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure there's something out there about like the correct way to make tacos.
Yeah,
man, this is how I grew up with tacos.
That's how I grew up with tacos. Mm-hmm. I remember back in the day in college when we were, well, I guess you never had to live on campus. You were the old man on the team, but
yeah, I know.
I remember, and there were days where if for lunch you'd have sloppy joes, and for dinner you were gonna have tacos. It was just how it was at the cafeteria. So
they repurposed that pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Hey, so
I got it. Yeah.
It was definitely ground beef there too.
Sure.
So I love ground beef tacos. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was. I'm a little nervous now to talk on the next episode, but it's something that I haven't done before. I'm gonna give it a go.
Well, good. So, don't let that guy stop you.
It's fine. You can call me and tell me the right way to do it.
Well, the funny thing is like that one little like 7-second video that I put out there, like it's got like 12,000 likes.
All right.
Yeah, and. One guy, like one or two guys, like, hey, that's not a taco. Well, 12,000 people think it's a taco. But okay, well, anyways, so I just had to get that off my chest.
I'll just throw some salsa on it, maybe a squish of lime on there. Yeah. It's taco.
Well, that's good, man. I'm looking forward to hearing how it turns out.
What about you? What's in the pipe for you?
Yeah, so I'm doing something new too. Our buddy who owns Bucket of Bread out in La Crosse, Wisconsin, veteran owned, sent me a couple buckets of dough. Yeah,
nice.
So he just started this company, and what they do is they essentially send you a bucket with all the ingredients already kind of mixed together, and all you have to do is add water and stir.
How big is this bucket? Like, will it fit like 6 beers?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's a big bucket. Yeah.
Okay. Not that, we got a second use for it.
Yeah, so. It's probably like a gallon. Yeah,
okay.
It's a good gallon because it's a big, they get you a lot of dough.
Oh, nice.
So
all right.
You mix it together, and then you can use the dough for whatever you want to make, whether it's bread or buns or whatever. But I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to use it for pizza that I'm going to throw on the grill.
Right. Nice.
So I told him I'd test it out, try it out, put together some recipes. So we're going to see how that goes. So I'm going to use his dough, bucket of bread. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to use it to make some pizzas, some flatbreads, and I'm going to throw it on the grill and see how it turns out.
All right, man. I'm pumped. I love pizza on the grill. Yeah. So let me know when we're doing this, and I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Oh, really? Dog. Yeah, no, I'm a huge fan. Pizza on the grill to me is, it's awesome.
Good,
so
good.
I wish you all the luck and hope it turns out. So
yeah, me too.
I'm excited to see these buckets.
Yeah, I
Save
got
the bucket.
I got one for you. You sent me like 3 of them. I can't eat that much bread.
No, I know you're lying. Carbo load.
Right. All right, man. Well, anything else you got to add?
No. It's man, it feels like we're turning the corner. Spring's around. It's here.
It's here.
Doesn't feel like it with the snow we got this week, but at the same time, it's
supposed to snow again tomorrow.
That's all right. It's still a good time to grill, right? Yeah. Break it out. That's my recommendation.
Like this week, I've probably done 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I agree. I did it twice, and looking to do a couple more this weekend, I think. So, get out. Get out, get away.
Yeah. For sure, man. Well, that's good. And just breaking right before we got on the podcast, we hit 1,000 downloads.
Oh, man.
Total. So thank you all to everybody that listens. We've been doing this for 3 months now. We've hit 1,000 downloads of our episodes. So we appreciate you all sharing, liking, subscribing. listening. So we hope you're finding some value or at least some entertainment from the conversations that we're having. Don't come to us for like traditional taco.
Just
history.
come and drink a beer with us.
Yeah, come and drink a beer.
Yeah.
But no, we appreciate you all. Again, please continue to like and subscribe and share with wherever you listen to this podcast because we really appreciate it. And we are continuing to reach new audiences, which is awesome.
It's awesome. Thank you so much. We wouldn't be here without everybody. So we appreciate it. And get out and grill. Have fun.
We'll talk to you next week.
Take it easy.
All right. Cheers.